viongozi wa Gen Z, Mheshimiwa Salasya, ambaye Gen Z wa Nakuru wamemkaribisha Salasya aongoze vijana wa hapa Nakuru.
Is William Ruto sponsoring a political firestorm to disrupt the status quo? Reports are now emerging that he is bankrolling Mumias East MP Peter Salasya to run for president in 2027 in order to split the Gen Z votes and thus scatter Fred Matiangi and Rigathi political ambitions. Now, is this a fact or a fiction? Is it a truth or a lie? Join us as we uncover this explosive development. Hit the like and subscribe button as we dive in. Now, in January 2024, Peter Salasya initially announced his intent to vie for the Kakamega governor in 2027, challenging the incumbent Governor Fernandes Baraza. What followed was a public fallout with Governor Baraza, signaling his ambition beyond his parliamentary role. What the country had not known is that he was about to make a momentous declaration just 3 months later. On April 28, 2025, Salasya declared his 2027 presidential candidacy via social media, citing quote-unquote deep reflection and a desire for transformative leadership, which is focused on youth empowerment, industrialization, and social justice. He promised a new political movement distinct from tribal politics to be unveiled later in 2025, as he said. But where did the 36-year-old first-time MP with only 3 years' experience as a legislator obtain the courage to declare his presidential bid? Could it be that there's a powerful force behind Salasya's political declaration, considering the slippery political landscape that we are currently witnessing in Kenya? Now, a day later, on April 29th, Salasya outlined his presidential vision, including setting up a Gen Z advisory council, healthcare audits, and anti-corruption measures. Critics questioned his readiness, citing his controversial past, including an assault charges and public antics. But like Jesus Christ carrying out the mission of his father, the first-time MP was neither swayed nor disturbed by the critics. On many instances, we saw Salasya closely associating with President Ruto's chief allies, including Kapsaret MP Oscar Sudi and his Kimilili counterpart Didmas Baraza. This had raised suspicion, considering Salasya's former staunch stand against UDA and its affiliates. Now, real drama started on May 2025. When Salasya began a nationwide campaign starting in Busia and Bungoma, rallying the youth and the Luya community. He claimed overwhelming grassroots support, though some dismissed this as crowds that were allegedly rented. Now, he criticized Raila Odinga's influence in Western Kenya, aiming to disrupt the traditional voting patterns. Now, between 9th and 10th May 2025, Salasya's presidential tours extended to Mombasa and Kwale. And this is where it became interesting. At this time, the allegations that President William Ruto was funding his bid to split the Gen Z votes with claims of 40 million Kenya shillings from State House had even grown solid and popular with Kenyans, particularly those ones on X. Salasya became quick to deny these allegations of being sponsored as a UDA project, insisting that his campaign relied on quote-unquote strategy and charisma, not state funds. To cast away doubts, he even defended his NG-CDF transparency, countering financial misconduct rumors. But Salasya's clarification did not do away with the ongoing debate. Supporters view Salasya's bid as a bold, youth-driven challenge to Kenya's political elite. His critics still label it as a publicity stunt, with majority agreeing that it is a state-orchestrated ploy sponsored by the President William Ruto himself to counter opposition influence from Dr. Fred Matiangi and others who had an explosive re-entry into Kenyan politics. But who exactly is funding Peter Salasya's presidential bid, considering the fact that an MP's salary in Kenya is so little and cannot fund a nationwide campaign? Moreover, the MP is a first-timer who has been on the payroll for only 3 years and he has a lot of loans to pay. And the best such an MP could do, at least according to majority of the people, is to struggle to be back in parliament in the next general elections. Now, where is the truth and where is the lie? Salasya's vocal criticism of Ruto's policies like, SHA and farmer deductions seems to be contradicting the claims of state backing. His DAP Kenya affiliation and youth-focused campaign also seems to suggest independent ambition, but there could be a plot twist in that such a politician could as well be the most suitable candidate deployed by the House on the Hill to neutralize rising figures such as Dr. Fred Matiangi, Kalonzo Musyoka, or even Rigathi Gachagua himself. Now, Salassia's closest association with the ODM party even makes him a good candidate to be used by the presidency. Our conclusion is that the allegations of President Ruto funding Salasya remain unproven, based solely on speculative ex posts. Salassia's denial and political actions suggest autonomy, but the narrative persists as a political gossip. Even still, there cannot be smoke without fire. Do let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more informative content such as this. I am committed to informing, educating, and entertaining in a manner that mainstream media cannot. If you find my content interesting, do check out my YouTube channel, and I guarantee you will be treated to a ton of recent content on policy, politics, and governance issues in our country. Alright, this is all that I had for you in this video. Let us meet up in the video that's coming right after this.